Hello, the fabulous people of Arts on Tour. It's Penny Ashton here, out of costume. I'm just going to say a couple of things, give you a couple of poems is the idea, and just say hi. And we are very sad that we can't be there on tour, but I'm just going to do a couple of poems now for you instead. Now, this poem, the first one I'm going to do, I think I wrote like 20 years ago. And it's sort of at a point in my life where I thought that I had sort of given up a little bit on my sort of cabaret dreams, but I kept going and it all worked out. So this is about that. This is also about Christchurch. It's about a theatre in Christchurch called the Repertory Theatre, which is no more. And it had a very special place in my heart. And it's interesting now. I think the whole country is having a taste of what Christchurch has already been through. Christchurch is incredibly resilient with the arts, and I know the rest of the country, the arts will be back, and all of my friends who are leading arts organisations from Christchurch and Palmerston North and at the Court Theatre are doing amazing things because of what they learnt already. But anyway, this is how it goes. It's called All That Jazz. No matter what we've accepted about the paths we choose, some dreams are still alive in us that we are loathed to lose. I thought I had repressed them, thought I had faced the facts, focused on the sensible, and slowly turned my back. But despite all genetics and puberty's coat of fat, under my maturity was a girl in a bowler hat. She also wears a bow tie from 1973 that Dad no longer wanted, so he bequeathed to me. It was floppy, velvet, and sparkling, and reeking of razzmatazz. And that hat, that tie, and a spotlight were just my kind of jazz. Oh, I was going to shimmy till my little garters broke, a sexy little 9-year-old to whom it was no joke. I soaked in my applause at the Rep on Kilmore Street and knew that in no time at all you'd all be at my feet. But things are not that easy, and fame does cost indeed, and I couldn't afford the asking price of size and perfect knees. So I am no dancer, now I am no dancer, no pas de deux from me, no shaking booty on a stage to show dexterity. But under these defences is a 9-year-old who knows that she's still got what it takes to knock you off your toes. She may just do it for her window and mirror and prance around her flat, but she does it all with a faded tie and a crapped out bowler hat. Thank you very much. Yes, so now I'm not a dancer, but I can sort of fake it. Fake it till you make it. That's what I've always said. Now this next poem is a much newer one. Still a few years old. I wrote this one for my husband because I've got a husband. It's very exciting. Yes, I have a husband, and it was funny. He said one of the most beautiful things to me that anyone has ever said to me. Something sort of digestive ructions, which is a fun thing to chat about. But and he said this to me, and it's the first line of this poem, the most beautiful thing anyone's ever said. He just looked me in the eyes and he said, "I will love you until we're both old and stink of piss." So I said, "I will love you until your nasal hairs tickle the bottom of my chin when we kiss." And he said, "I will love you until we just fire the cleaner and use your breasts to polish the floor." And I said, "I will love you until your sparkling drool forms halitosis-flavoured pools when you snore and when you're awake." And he said, "I will love you until your stretch marks knit and weave their way through your surface veins, forming a blubbery, purpley, spidery tapestry." And I said, "I will love you until all the little blue pills of the world have been used up and your vascular system has atrophied." And you said, "I will love you until your liver spots your face and turns you a delicate shade of nausea." And I said, "I will love you until shepherd's pie smoothie is the only thing left that you can order." And he said, "I will love you until your cacophonous bowels dissolve." And I said, "I will love you until there's nothing left of you to hold, until you are light as a feather but sodden with love, and the whole world knows all that I am proud of. I will love you until I can't remember who you are, until our ukulele love songs have strummed their very last, until you are much, much older but in no way mature. No children, just poems left to speak for us, and that is enough. For in you is love and passion and kindness, fart jokes, silly dancing, and laughter that's timeless. And I said, I won't love you until you die. I will love you until I die. And he said, so will I. Ah, it's nice, isn't it? Right. So now I'm going to end on the only really published poem. I've never tried to be published, to be honest. I can't be bothered. It's a rigmarole, and it's very rife with rejection. So I try to avoid rejection as much as possible. But this, I've just realised this next poem was in The Listener. R.I.P. The Listener. But not for long. Somebody, for Christ's sake, buy The Listener. Anyway, this poem was the only one of mine. It was in The Listener. And I like to do this one at the end of things, and particularly at this point in time, because we're all locked away in our houses, and the day will come when the theatres will open again. People will meet again. People will hug again. People will tongue pash each other crazy, just total strangers in the street, just and it'll be a very good day. And that is the name of this poem. It is called A Good Day. I climbed a tree today. It was very famous 5. And to be quite frank, in my urban swank, it was lucky that I survived. And I even rolled in some grass. It was the most amazing sensation. My paws were fed by a lime green bed as I lolled in luxuriation. And I think I even skipped at some point during my day and had the notion to run in slow motion in a Wonder Woman kind of way. But just what was the cause of this juvenile regression? How did climbing trees and scraping knees escape mature repression? And in truth, I just don't know. Except perhaps to say, with a skip in my step, I thought, what the heck? I feel pretty good today. So I hope you're all feeling good in your bubbles for now, that thoroughly modern concept of the bubble, and we're all doing our bit to keep everybody safe. I wanted to come around and perform, I really did, but a lot of our audience is in a more vulnerable age bracket, so I just want to look out for everybody, make sure everyone's safe and well, so that we can all laugh anew when the time comes. So hopefully I'll be back for my 5th Arts on Tour. It was very sad not to introduce my friends to everybody out there, but I will do when the time comes. So thank you very much to Steve. Thank you very much to Michelle and David and all the other people behind the scenes at Arts on Tour, all the fabulous people at all the venues. I was really looking forward to coming to all of those venues again. And now I will, just at a different time. So, ka kite, thanks very much. See ya.
All right. Okay.